A day on Farmer Joe's farm. Farmer Joe woke up early, just as the sun was rising over the hills. He stretched his arms wide and smiled. "Good morning, farm," he said. The first place Farmer Joe went was the chicken coop. The chickens were already awake, clucking and pecking at the ground. Farmer Joe carefully opened the door and tiptoed inside. "Good morning, ladies," he said softly. The chickens clucked happily as Farmer Joe gathered the fresh eggs and placed them in his basket. Next, Farmer Joe walked over to the big red barn. Inside, Daisy the cow was waiting for her breakfast. "Moo! Moo!" she called out. Farmer Joe laughed and gave Daisy a pile of hay. "Here you go, Daisy. Enjoy your breakfast," he said, patting her on the head. Farmer Joe could hear excited oinks coming from the pig pen. When he arrived, the little piglets were rolling around in the mud. "Oh, you silly pigs," Farmer Joe chuckled. "You sure love the mud, don't you?" After visiting the pigs, Farmer Joe walked to the field where Brownie the horse was grazing. Brownie lifted his head and neighed happily when he saw Farmer Joe. "Good morning, Brownie. Ready for a little ride?" Farmer Joe asked. He gently brushed Brownie's mane and climbed onto his back. Together, they trotted around the farm. And with that, Farmer Joe leaned back in his chair, happy and peaceful. The animals slept, and so did Farmer Joe, ready for another day of farm adventures tomorrow.